Hi everyone, it's 9th March 2025. I'm Gary Waterman, a former UK police constable. Since 2022, I've acquired irrefutable, verifiable and corroborative evidence of decades-long international government fraud. This is where our governments are forging company and corporation documents and the registration system itself to create criminal entity companies that are now running the world. And because they're fraudulent and criminal, there is no accountability and liability whatsoever. Now, months ago, I found very obvious connections all the way through my research to a potential threat from directed energy that appears to have been implemented into mobile communication systems such as the cell towers and the masts, if you want to call them the masts. Now, I'm going to show you evidence of all of this, but I want to get this video out now because I believe they are now the imminent threat to humanity. And I urge you all to form local groups and disable the cell towers. Disable this technology as soon as you can, okay? There's defences in legislation and law for you to do that. However, we can't guarantee those defences will be abided by because we're now dealing with criminals and a criminal organisation. That's a fact, everybody, okay? We are living under a satanic system. There's links now to a satanic cult behind all of this. That means it's pure evil. Okay, so you can't rely on them, and they are breaching their own legislation and laws by creating these criminal entity companies anyway. So there are no laws in place, unfortunately, at the moment because of what they've been part of. So I urge you all, form local groups, go and disable these cell towers. I believe they're now the most imminent threat. So what has led me now to believe that this, come back to this and believe this is now the most serious threat? Well, as many of you have known, recently I've been calling for an international strike to stay off work and stay at home. So potentially be in your home for particular dates and periods of time. Now, all social media platforms are connected to this fraud. I've got the evidence. So they control the whole lot, the whole information. And they are allowing those videos that I'm producing to be unsuppressed. Okay, so to have free reign and get as many views as I can. So one of them had 373,000 views or something like that. Now, all of my other videos are being completely suppressed, even though they are showing public information that should not be suppressed at all. Irrefutable, verifiable, corroborative information and evidence that should not be being suppressed. But they're suppressing them and allowing these videos calling for people to stay at home on specific dates and times. So the question is, why? Well, there's only one answer. They're going to use that opportunity to target people in their homes. Now, how do they do this? Well, they can do this through the threat of electromagnetic frequencies or radiation that are being emitted from the technology that is now in place around your home and in your home. But the largest threat, I believe, are from the towers. And I'm going to show evidence of all of this in another video, but I want to get this urgency out there now to you. You need to disable this technology. I would not be saying this if I did not think this was now absolutely essential. I now suspect that much of the other information that's been coming into me, including the threat of missing nuclear weapons and alien invasions and all of these other things, I suspect is a distraction to the real problem of the most imminent threat of these cell towers and the technology that will harm you. Now, you have a right to defend your family and your children, so I urge you all, please do this. Unfortunately, you will very likely lose mobile communication, but we have to save as many people as we can from this satanic evil cult. So I have to get this advice and information out to you whilst I can. Now, I suspect this is going to tie in to the Donald Trump Stargate project, and I think they were planning on increasing the radiation or frequency from the technology more slowly to create more cancer. And I actually believe that most cancer has been from this technology that they've had in place. And as it's increased, it's become more efficient. And then I suspect that the mRNA jab injection linked to Donald Trump's Stargate project will be the mark of the beast, because there are scriptural connections with everything that's going on. And they need to convince you to take a mark of the beast. So I suspect increasing the cancer, and then the Stargate project will be used to convince you to have these injections. And that ties in with artificial intelligence and cancer as well, which was publicised. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to produce other videos, but I urge you all, form local groups, get these towers down, disable them. Okay, it has to happen. There's no accountability and liability. They're fraudulent companies they've used all the way through it. You're going to see the evidence. Get these things down first. We can deal with everything else afterwards. You need to save your families. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.